This video is sponsored by Ollie. Having a super white smile requires pearly white teeth. And if you have sparkling white teeth, that alone can boost your looks by a few points and make girls like you way more. Everybody wants whiter teeth, and our sponsor Ollie is the simplest solution to a year-round white smile all day, every day. Ollie teeth whitening strips are perfect because they're super easy to use, very affordable, and they're extremely effective at removing years of stains to make your teeth as white as fuck. And if you're someone who has sensitive teeth, these are perfect for you, okay? Ollie isn't like those other teeth whitening products that are all gooey and sticky and shit and get everywhere. These are simple to use and leave no mess. All you do is pop them on for 30 minutes and then take them out and boom, you got whiter teeth. You can do this when you get ready for school or work or while you're in the shower or while you're watching my videos. Click my special link in the description box and use my discount code ZEUS. That's ZEUS. I recommend the annual subscription that averages less than $7 a month when you use the code ZEUS. Seriously, don't miss out on this. So, there's a girl you like and you want to make her like you. Or, since you're a horny young dude, you know that in the very near future there will be a girl you come across that you do want to make like you. So today, I'm going to be showing you the super simple ZEUS steps required to make her like you. Ready? Step 1. Approach the girl. You have to make contact with a girl if you want to make her like you. No, contrary to what some guys might think, you can't just mind control a girl from across the room and make her like you. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, unless you're a god like me, of course. Now, by make contact, I mean you have to approach her, and if you see her in person, or if it's on Tinder or the Instagram DM, then you can approach by shooting them a message. Disclaimer, it's way more effective, and you'll get better results if you approach a girl in person because you can show her way more of your personality, and you're harder to brush off and forget about, as opposed to on Tinder where she gets like 100 messages from thirsty guys all over the place. Now, to make any girl like you, the most important thing you want to do is communicate to her that you're interested in her. If you don't make that clear to her that you're interested in her, she's just going to think you're being friendly. You have to provide context to the girl as to why you're there and why you approached her. The vibe should be that you like the girl but still want to get to know her a little better before you invest more. You can do this by screening the girl, meaning that you're screening her to see if she's cool and worthy of your time. A lot of guys make the mistake of creating interactions wherein they're trying to win the approval of the girl, when instead, the vibe should be that you're screening the girl to make her gain your approval. Now, this isn't arrogance on your part, it's simply time management. There's a lot of chicks out there, and you don't have a whole lot of time to contemplate whether or not you like R. Kelly. So the easiest way to make her qualify herself to you and try to gain your approval is to lead all of your interactions with a strong frame, which is incredibly important when you're giving the girl a first impression. A strong frame is basically synonymous with a strong first impression. Your frame is the context of your interaction. Think about Tony Stark, Iron Man. The way he walks into a room, the way he talks to people, he's the definition of strong and confident frame control. Now think about how the 40-year-old virgin walks into the room. He's nervous, approaching girls in a half-assed way from the side, talks in a low voice, and doesn't make eye contact. Do you like people who collect action figures? You know what I'm fucking saying? All of these little things add up to make a huge difference in the interaction. These are what make or break the interaction with a girl, and these are what decide how she views you. In addition, you want to flirt with her and tease her to make sure the conversation is man to woman, and your intentions are clear from the start. Step 2 is easy. Once you're in the interaction with a girl and it's been going well, you need to ask her for her number or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever you use to talk to girls. I don't care if you're talking to these girls through a tin can and a string. You need to set that vibe and exchange it with her. Just whip it out and place it in her hand. No, not your dick, dude. I mean your phone. Whip it out and give it to her, and just tell her to give you her number. Use the assumptive close, like, of course you're going to give me your number. Then you can shoot her a text with your name. So she has your number and the opportunity to text you before you follow up a few minutes or a few hours later. Step 3. Follow up with the girl. Now that you got the number, you gotta text her. You and her should send a few texts back and forth, and then you deploy the hangout test. The hangout test is something I've talked about before. Basically, you ask the girl to hang out, and if she rejects the date without trying to reschedule or give you a damn good excuse, like she has a meeting with the president or something, just assume she's not ready to hang out with you yet. Then, after another conversation or two, you ask her again in a few days. And if she rejects without providing a time to reschedule, you say fuck that bitch and move on. It's really that simple. The hangout test is perhaps the most effective way of testing whether or not the girl's into you. And besides, it's a huge time saver, okay? And if she does say yes, then move on to the next step, which of course is step 4, going on the date. When you're on the date, you want to hug her when you first see her unless it's too awkward of a situation to do it. Like you're sitting in a car, or you're already strapped into your $1 million helicopter and you can't reach over, whatever. You want to do this from the start, so you start off the date with that vibe that you guys are comfortable being physical with one another. Now, during the date, you want to escalate by putting your arm around her, putting your arm on her back and leading her into a doorway, holding her hand on the date, and so on. Set the goal to at least kiss her once while on the date. I tend to do it during the middle of the date because if you wait till the end, it may be awkward or harder to do it. And you're most likely going to pussy out if you put it off to the end. This is no hard or fast rule. There are very few exceptions where you won't be able to kiss the girl at all on the date, but it should be clear to her on the date that you're romantically interested in her and like her in a way that's more than friends. Bonus tip, use the pull-away. The pull-away is a technique I invented that's best used when you're talking to a girl for 2, 3, maybe 4 days in a row, and after that day you go completely off the radar and don't talk to her for anywhere from 1 to 2 days. Even if she texts you during this time, ignore it. What this does, it shows the girl that you're not super available and easy to get to, and most importantly, it builds scarcity and urgency. You can do the pull-away before you go for the hangout, if it takes a couple conversations to get her on the date in person. If you're a younger guy, say high school or college, it may take 2 or 3 conversations to get her on the date with you, so the pull-away is super useful for you. You can also use it after you do the first hangout, before your second date to build her interest. And then, when you reappear a day or 2 later, you ask her for a second date. She's more likely to say yes to a hangout when you just finished a pull-away because there's more scarcity involved. I talk about the pull-away and break it down super in-depth in my next texting course, the Godly Texting Guide, which will be available again in a few months, so make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications to hear when it releases again. So keep that on the radar, all right? And that, my friends, is it. I wanted to do an overview video showing you the steps required to make the girl like you, since I haven't done a video like this in a while where I describe the entire process as a whole. It can be confusing sometimes because there's so much to remember when it comes to dating and all the different scenarios you might find yourself in. So this video serves as a great refresher and overview of how it's done. And don't forget to hit the link in the description to check out Ollie at a dope discount and get your smile the whitest it's ever been. White teeth will boost your attractiveness and likability to girls by a ton. Seriously, white teeth are an essential that can boost your game so much. I highly recommend it. Zeus out!